The Guardian / Chapter 3. Historical fiction inspired by Malta's past. All characters and dialogue are invented for storytelling. Welcome to The Guardian, Il-Hares, Il-Hares. I have known many conquerors. Most arrive with weapons and promises. The Arabs were no different. What was different was what they left behind, words, settling into the speech of my people like seeds in soil. It began in 870 AD. Ships with curved prows appeared from the south. Byzantine defenders sharpened blades, offered prayers, and hid families. Aghlabid Muslims from North Africa entered my harbor. Sicily had already been taken. Malta was next. Ships in the harbor, carrying new words and gods. The Crescent rises. Dinah stood high on its plateau, walls bright in the sun. Inside, streets packed with refugees. Cisterns were filled, grain stored, animals penned behind the gates. Outside, the commander Ibn Khalaf made camp and sent a messenger with an old choice: convert, pay tribute, or face force. A girl named Miriam carried water to soldiers on the ramparts. Her father had served the Byzantines. Her mother was Maltese. At 13, she was old enough to understand what siege meant. Each night she stood on her roof and watched the ring of campfires. Each morning she helped ration food. On the 20th day, the council admitted the truth. Water was low. No relief force was coming from Constantinople. Miriam's father came home gray with defeat and told his wife and daughter they would surrender. Lives would be spared if the jizya tax was paid. Those who wished could leave for Constantinople, and those who stayed would live under new masters. I have seen this ceremony so many times. Flags change. Symbols change. People adapt. What always surprises me is how much remains when the dust settles. The next morning, the gates opened. Ibn Khalaf rode into Medina, followed by officers and imams. Byzantine standards were lowered. The cross above the small church was removed. Another layer added to my island. Many Byzantine officials and soldiers departed. Christians who stayed could still practice their faith, but under restrictions and special taxation. Dinah was called Medina. Fortifications were rebuilt. The old palace became the residence of the wali. Miriam's family stayed. Her father paid the jizya and worked as a translator. Her mother kept tending a small plot and raising goats. New techniques spread. Irrigation made better use of limited water. Cotton and citrus were planted. Carob trees took root. Arabic flowed through markets and documents, and it mixed with the island's Siculo-Latin speech. This blending began the transformation that would become Maltese. What you must understand is this: conquests come and go, but words remain. New gardens bloom. Where once was barren soil, water finds a way. By the time Miriam was 20, she spoke Arabic fluently, though she still prayed in Greek. She married a merchant trading with Sicily and North Africa. Her days followed new rhythms, facing Mecca when the muezzin called, marking new festivals, dressing more modestly in public. And yet, at home, she still made the sign of the cross, taught her children old stories, and called the island Melita when no one was listening. This was not replacement, but layering. Centuries moved on. Taxes came. Droughts came. Raids came. Christianity persisted in quiet places, catacombs, hidden rooms, private prayers. I remember a Christian named Paulu, stubborn in his faith. When pressure rose, he would not yield. His death became a story passed hand to hand. Candles in darkness. Faith hidden underground. Still the flame persists. Then the sea road brought change again. In 1091, Count Roger from Sicily reached Malta. In 1127 AD, Roger too drew the islands into Norman rule. I remember the boy Ibrahim, growing up in that transition. When Norman ships appeared, villages held their breath and waited for terms. The new rulers were practical. Many Muslims converted for advantage. Others adapted without converting. Some left for North Africa. Ibrahim's father converted too, though what he believed in private remained his own. Feudal structures arrived. New styles of building. Churches were built or rebuilt. Yet the Arabic foundation remained. The language lived on, evolving into early Maltese. Agricultural practices stayed. Place name stayed. Years later, I watched Ibrahim at the harbor, now busy with Norman ships. He was grown, with children of his own. His eldest had a Christian name, but still spoke the Arabic-influenced tongue of the island. His daughter wore European-style clothing yet cooked with North African spices and techniques. It changes, but it remains. Malta endures. I am Il-Hares, and I hold all these memories. The temple builders, the Phoenicians, the Romans, the Byzantines, the Arabs, and those yet to come. Visit Malta. Go to ManicMalta.com/G0 for a family-run Airbnb. 3. Short.